Now the new year's coming up and all you're going to be motivated to make change, but there's one big thing you haven't realized. You're going to fail. Everybody fails on their way to reaching their goal, but it's what you do when you fail that matters. Society and social media has this fake perception that everything needs to be perfect, that we're all succeeding and always moving forward towards our goal, but it just isn't true. Remember that social media is someone's highlight reel. You only ever see exactly what they want you to see, the best 2 to 3% of their lives. You don't see all the hurdles, the struggles, and the conflicts they have in their life that they have to overcome in order to get to where they are. This leads people to believe that once you fail, it's game over, because these successful people have never failed, they've never hit this wall, they've never had to overcome a hurdle, that is all smooth sailing. So if you failed, you're doing something wrong and you should probably just give up. Well, that's not true at all. Every single successful person, every single hero, every single person that you idolize or you look up to fails over and over and over again. But the reason they're successful is because of what they do when they fail. They don't give up. They realize that this is a learning curve, that it makes them stronger, it makes them better by failing, and they continue on their journey, and that's what makes them successful. They just don't give up. I fail every single day, and there isn't a day that goes by that I don't question, am I strong enough? Am I smart enough? Am I good enough? Am I going to be successful? Because I run my own personal training and nutrition business. And people are going to criticize me for being so honest and telling you that I've failed and telling you that I'm not always confident and that I have setbacks, because owning my own business means that I should be pushing forward and being a role model to everyone else. But communication and honesty are the two most important things in my business between me and my clients. And it's just false to say that I'm always confident, that I'm always succeeding, and that I get everything right, because that's unrealistic expectations that are put down upon you. Failing is not a terrible thing. Giving up is what is the real issue. I'll always be 100% honest, and I have failed over and over and over again, but that is why I succeed. And that is why you won't have to, because I've learned from all these mistakes. I've learned the mindset, I've learned the psychology to adapt your lifestyle in order to get results and to keep them. I've learned the exercise science, the nutrition, to help you achieve your goals and still maintain a lifestyle. Because science is one thing, but implementing it is another. Making it part of your lifestyle and maintaining results is a whole different story. I am who I am because I've failed. I am strong today because I've failed in the past. And you can become strong as well by pushing through your failures. All these people we look up to came across obstacles, hurdles, and failed over and over. But they picked themselves up, they got stronger, they got wiser, and that is why they've succeeded. Nobody has some straight line to success without some hurdle they had to overcome. What they've done is learned from it and made themselves better, and that is why they are who they are today. The thing is, we don't see these failures because they don't want that to be seen on social media. They want to see that it's a perfect journey to becoming successful. That way they can feed you that it's some easy travel there, and they can sell you on some idea that it's all easy and there's no hard work. When in reality, they failed over and over and over to get where they are. And you'll have to fail over and over and over to get where you want to be. Now, hopefully I've motivated you to make some change in your life. But what you've got to remember, this is the first step. Use that motivation to get started, but you're going to fail at some point. But that doesn't mean you should give up. That is when you should persist, because that's what's going to make you stronger. That's what's going to make you grow, because you can't actually fail unless you give up. That's the only point when you stop moving towards your journey, when you stop moving towards your goal, is if you actually give up. You have to push through and keep moving towards your goal. Because I've failed so many times, I can help you. Because when you fail, when you binge eat, when you have a bad workout or weight loss stalls, I've been there before, and now I can guide you to get you to your goal, to get you to your next step, to make you realize that this isn't a failure, this isn't the end, this is just a roadblock, this is just another test to make you better and to make you stronger. And because I've been through it before, I can save you the hassle of having to fail so many times. You're still going to fail, it's inevitable, but you don't have to fail as many times. You don't have to feel lost. You don't have to be confused. Because I've been there and I've made those mistakes myself. And now you don't have to fail as much on your journey to reaching your goal. The problem is, all these New Year's resolutions, you go all in, it's all or nothing. And the second you don't keep up with being 100% perfect, you give up because you think you've ruined everything. When you haven't. Giving up is what really means you failed. If you hit a roadblock, if weight loss stops, or if the diet stops working, if you miss a workout, that's not the end of the world. The end of the world is when you give up, when it's game over. It's when you go, oh, I'll just wait and do it in 2018, instead of sticking to your 2017 goals. What you should be doing is realizing this is just another test. Nobody gets their goal without failing. The issue is, as soon as you hit a roadblock and you give up, that's your New Year's resolution over. The whole point is you shouldn't even have a New Year's resolution. If you've got a goal and it means anything to you, it shouldn't matter how many times you fail. You should adapt and keep pushing forward. But everybody goes, it's the 1st of January, it's time to get started, and the second you fail, the 12th of January, the 20th of January, or if you're a trooper and you make it through to March, doesn't even matter. Because as soon as you fail, you give up, that's game over. And you should never give up. You shouldn't even have to wait till the new year to make your start, because you should realize you should learn from every past failure you've ever had. Every time you set a New Year's resolution and you failed in the past, why did you fail? You need to take that into account because it's going to happen again. But the difference is this time you need to be smarter, you need to be wiser, and you need to be stronger and push through that failure. Or you need to find somebody who's been there before, who's been through the trenches, who's pushed through that failure, and they've become successful. So they can coach you and they can guide you through it.